Hello, my name is Simon Adams of Moonstar Board Games. In this series, I like to talk about board games that I love or really, really like and explain why. Please note that these are not tutorials as to the exact instructions of how to play these games. If you are enticed by these games as a result of listening to me talk a little bit about why I'm enticed by them, then there are plenty of YouTube channels which will teach you all the details and all the instructions. Today, we're going to look at a different game. Um, we're going to talk about Beyblade. And I'm going to talk about Beyblade because we've been playing at Moonstar Board Games a lot of Beyblade and Crossfire. I have Crossfire in here right now. I'm not going to talk about Crossfire because we haven't played enough of it yet for me to want to do this, or at least I haven't played it since I was a kid enough yet. I had like a couple of games. It's been a blast, though. Don't get me wrong. But we've been playing a lot of Beyblade, and I feel like board game designers need to take a look at what Beyblade does and the experience that Beyblade gives in a very wholesome package. Beyblade is a game in which you have a spinning top, basically a spinning top, which you pull, and the spinning top will spin through centrifugal force, will keep it upright as it spins, and you'll spin it into an arena where another person has spun theirs in, and they will kind of battle and they'll hit off each other. And because of how fast they're spinning, they might bounce off in a very aggressive way until eventually one of the Beyblades gets a nice enough hit on the other that the other explodes, literally explodes. Players will are able to customize their Beyblades, so they may have a different bottom, like how does the Beyblade interact with the surface. It might be a point like this, or it might be a triangle. Then they'll have different kind of casks, I guess you could say, or like the top and the bottom plastic parts will have different shapes on it to be maybe more defensive or more attacking. And then similarly, there's a metal weight which causes the gyroscopic energy, which keeps the Beyblade up and spinning, which is also different. And it became a very collectible thing. In fact, when I was growing up, I remember it was quite a popular TV show, and I had never played the game, but I had played the TV show. I never played the game until recently. Ethan and I went to Walmart, and Walmart was selling Beyblade sets for like $10, down from like $70. And so you better believe we picked up all five of those boxes and immediately brought them back and started playing. And I tell you something, what an exciting experience, even for an adult. A very exciting experience. Now, I've been thinking about it, and it's kind of gambling, right? Yes, you have the agency of putting together your Beyblade and coming up with a Beyblade which you think is going to beat others. Um, but much like in boxing, there's always puncher's chance. So when you're doing it, there's it feels a little bit like you're at a race course where you might have a good idea, but the truth is the winner is more a product of chance than it is of design. And that that excitement paired with just the kineticism of it, of these things, boosh, 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 and then finally exploding, um, is extremely exciting, even for a long in the tooth adult. Super exciting. Games like Beyblade and Crossfire and Man. So I have my Man up there, which I haven't played enough yet, but I will want to talk about that because I know I'm going to like Man quite a lot. These games have kind of, it feels like they've fallen by the wayside. Now, tell me in the comments if I'm wrong on that, or if I'm just out of touch with toys, quote unquote. There have been a couple of games that have come out in recent years, like Catapult Kingdoms, which I have, which are kind of straddle the line between a board game or tabletop game and a toy. But I can't really think of many others that really straddle that line and create that, like I say, a very kinetic, exciting, feel good experience. Now, Beyblade gets pretty serious, right? And I know probably a lot of you experienced Beybladers out there are like, oh well, you think it's just a matter of luck. Just you wait till you play my Beyblade and blah 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 blah. And sure, I completely accept. And I actually believe 100% that there are ways to put together a Be the Man, not a Be the Man, sorry, a Beyblade. Oh my goodness. I'm sure there are a lot of Beyblade players out there who are like, if you want to think it's about, um, I fully believe that there are ways to put Beyblades together that make them more likely to win. Um, and I also appreciate that there are Beyblade guns so that you have a constant spin every single time to try and standardize that. So I appreciate that there are ways to make the game more tactical and perhaps more deterministic. But why? Like for me, like the excitement is the unknown of like just ripping the babe, like ripping it as hard as you can, seeing what will happen, and the payoff of one of the Beyblades just exploding. Ah, it's so much fun. I would really like to make at some point a toy slash board game like Be the Men, like Beyblade, like Crossfire, that has a collectible element where you can make your own thing to play the game with, but it has that kinetic excitement and thrill. It's a thrilling thing to do to a Beyblade. I had no idea. I had no idea at all. I had no idea how thrilling this game is, and I've seen it slowly in Walmart go off the shelves. Even now, the Bakugan, where they're a ball and they just go bleh, like that's starting to leave the shelves as well in favor of influencer collectibles, which just I hate it. I hate it so much. But um, yeah, Beyblade, so much fun. If you can find a copy, right, lads and ladies, I think it makes for an amazing drinking game. Like I'm not even joking about this. Like next time you're putting together a party, have a Beyblade competition, get a couple of the sets, all the same set, have people play off against each other, best of three, every loss you drink, whatever, you're gonna have an amazing time. Trust me, really trust me. Anyway, this is Simon Adams of Moonstar Board Games.